Welcome back to Completing Your Business Canvas. In this video on the Business Canvas, we will start to talk about the financial aspects of your business, starting with revenue streams. There are different streams to consider. The most straightforward is selling goods or services to the consumer, but you can also sell just the licensing fees, that is, charge someone to use any intellectual property like new designs or inventions. Advertising fees, which is to charge a business to put their advertisements on your product or service. Subscription fees in terms of joining a service that will give them ongoing access to a good or service. It is also a good spot to look at how much you expect to bring in. Through some market research or surveys, you can estimate how much of your goods or services you will potentially sell. In the case of our bakery, in her research, she has estimated she will have 160 core customers a week who will spend $60 on average, meaning her weekly sales from this segment will be $9,600 a week or $41,280 a month. She estimates that she will get what she calls occasional customers who aren't core, and they will spend an additional $40 a month, equaling $16,000. Of her consumer customers, like restaurants and caterers, she has commitments from 7 companies that may bring in another $600 each a week, or $4,200 total. Take some time to go through this step. It is critical because if you aren't selling enough products or services, there is no point being in business. This is a tough section, so don't hesitate to contact your local Community Futures office. Pause the video and work on this section. Taking a conservative approach in estimating expenses will help to assure that there is room for error. No one is perfect on these projections, but the more homework you do, the better. Your profitability depends on your expense numbers. The bakery example has tracked expenses such as their loan payments, inventory supplies, vehicle expenses, wages, rent, and utilities. Your Community Futures may suggest a review and some additions, including expenses like insurance, office supplies, bookkeeping services, and equipment rentals. Remember, your business is unique and your expenses should reflect your industry. Check with your Community Futures office. They have great outlines and templates to help you identify your unique expense categories. Now pause the video and fill in your section. In this part of our ongoing video series on the Business Canvas, we will be looking at key resources. What assets or things do you need to make your business a success? The main asset is usually money. You'll need to pay expenses, purchase supplies, etc. Other key resources will be a location, equipment, and staff. Also, think of your ability to use social media. Who do you know that can help your business or be potential customers? Finally, what are you bringing to the business in terms of talent? Berry Bakery owner has listed equipment, recipes, and her baking skills as key resources. A very big one for her is her reputation in her community. Stuck? Just visit us at Community Futures. Now think of all the things you need to make your business a success and fill in that section in your canvas. Pause the video and work on this section. The most overlooked aspect of any business is the establishment of key partnerships. Rarely can any business owner do it on their own. They need to team up with others to help their business reach its full potential. Some of the most used partnerships are with your suppliers and distributors. Also include your landlord and staff, especially if you require skilled employees that are specially trained. Think of it in terms of who are critical to you. Would your business be the same if you lost your main supplier or key employee? How about bookkeeper or accountant, or your place of business? Berry Bakery thought hard about this section and listed their key partners as the local community futures, friends and family, her main supplier, her community connections, and her consumer customers. Now it's your turn. Who is critical in the success of your business besides you? Pause the video and fill in your section. In an earlier video, we looked at your revenue streams. Now it's time to look at the flip side of that. This video will cover the costs and financing you will need to consider. Rarely does starting a business cost nothing. You have to break everything down to the minutest costs. Overlooking one thing could be catastrophic to your business. Some of the bigger expenses are rent, labor, utilities, and of course supplies. But there are often overlooked expenses like permits, insurance, and property protection. No expense should be overlooked. Berry Bakery was very thorough in this section. Some of her main expenses were rent deposit, $2,500 a month with 2 months deposit, renovations, $45,000, equipment such as ovens, stoves, coolers, cash registers, etc., $35,000. Marketing material, flyers, business cards, website design and maintenance, etc., $10,000. She also looked at her monthly costs: rent and utilities, $5,000, wages, $15,000, loan repayment, $3,000, inventory and supplies, $12,000. So now start researching and fill in your section of this business canvas. There is lots of help for this section, starting with your local community futures. Go to real estate agents, suppliers, or similar businesses. Now pause the video and fill in your section. Help yourself track where your project is by recording items on your to-do list. Will you need to meet with a supplier? Your town office? Do you need to talk to the health inspector? Who do you have to connect with? Keep organized by putting your notes on your business planning canvas and enjoy checking them off when complete. Make your system simple, and this will help to guide you through what can be a big task in your planning process. We hope this tool has served you well, and we invite you to connect with your local community futures for any assistance along the way.